Aries, hi. So this is going to be our reading for the month of September 2024. And I'll do the reading for you, and then I'll close it off with a oracle card. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended. At the end of the video, you can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. Let's see, Aries. What do we got? All right, the overall energy for the reading, the Page of Cups. We got love. That's what we got. That's a good start. You know, just a little bit of it, but it's a lot more, but you're showing just a little bit. Okay. Starting off the reading, you get the Ten of Cups crossed by the Hermit. Yeah, there is love here. And there is love, not only that your heart is open and that's the love I'm talking about. No, it's attached to somebody else as well. In your focus, the King of Cups, that's where your heart is showing up as being completely open to this. But you're not showing all of that from what I can see here. But anyways, in the recent past, the Sun, that's happiness, a whole lot of happiness. In your strength, the Hangman, you're kind of just trying to just enjoy the moment, you know? And it's interesting because a lot of people, when they experience these kinds of energies, they just kind of super, like, they want more. They want, You're like, no, let's just, let's just sit with it and see where it goes. All on its own. Okay. In the immediate future, the lovers, that's a pretty deep connection. I assume it's what we're talking about here. But it's showing up in the immediate future, so something's up with it. In the supportive energies, the Six of Pentacles, this energy is definitely reciprocated. So there's a sense of equal give and take here in these energies of love that are showing up. The energy that surrounds you, and you may not be aware of it, the Seven of Cups. There's some things showing up. I feel like it's good things, but you're not seeing everything yet. There's some doors opening up. Think of them as doors. Opportunities, maybe. All right, in your hopes and fears, the Two of Swords. You're hoping to not mess this up. It's like, I hope I don't get in my head with this and start complicating things, and I hope I just get to enjoy this for what it is. When you're hoping for that, you're almost doing it, you know? Not almost. You're actually kind of doing it. But, okay, in the potential outcome, the Two of Pentacles. You seem to be losing your grip a little bit there. I don't know what's going on that is interfering here, but you seem to be getting a little bit off balance. But let's clarify. Let me do the Page of Cups. The Justice card, the World card, the Page of Wands. Yeah, for now, it's like so far so good, you know? And it almost feels like you're just opening up to this or something like that. Either that or you're trying to take it really, really slow. Which is a little unusual. Because, I mean, you're an Aries. You're a fire sign. We don't do slow. Fire signs don't do slow. But under the circumstances, I kind of get it. It's not about necessarily taking it slow. You're trying to be in the moment as much as possible. Which that would be quite indicated for fire signs. But for the Ten of Cups, you get the Two of Swords, the Ten of Wands, the Two of Cups. See, the overthinking is already here. What you're hoping not to happen is happening because you're hoping for it to not happen, and that's how you bring that energy in. I hope I don't think about a white elephant. What are you going to think about? Oh, fucking white elephant. I hope I don't complicate things. What do you think is going to happen? You know, but I don't know if that's you doing that. I don't know. For the Hermit, you get the Four of Cups, the Queen of Wands, the Judgment card. You are doing it because you seem a little upset that you're doing that. Because it's almost like you know. You know that you're doing that. That sometimes you tend to kind of get up in your head and complicate things. And then you remember to pull yourself back in the moment and everything's fine. And then you're back at it where it's like, but, you know. And I see you recognizing that and being like, bad Aries, you know. Don't be upset with yourself about it. It happens. You can't be in that full moment of whatever this is, because that's a long moment. You know, it's good that you get yourself back in there, you know, and that you kind of are focusing to do that, because it's much healthier. But if you slip away at times in your mind, it is what it is, you know. As long as you don't get stuck in there in your mind, you know, you're good. Let's do the King of Cups. In your focus, you get the Ace of Wands, the Knight of Cups, the Five of Wands. And then it's that whole, how do I contain my fire? How do I contain my Aries fire? Because I don't want to burn too. You know how we go, you know. Fire signs can burn, man. And then how the fuck do we take that down? Again, a little bit of... all of this is just teaching you to stay in the moment, basically, you know, to stay connected to your heart. Because there's all sorts of energies around you right now. The mind is trying to take over. The fire is starting to come in. It's like, oh, but I feel so passionate about it. It's like, just be. Just be. That's it. You know, this is your lesson here for all of this, from what I can see. Because you're having a little bit of hard time, especially with containing the fire. The heart is there. And because the heart is there and it's so open, it's like, you know, it's like, okay, chill. Chill. Let's do the Sun in the recent past. The Five of Cups, the Queen of Cups, the Three of Cups. This could have been that the situation didn't look so well at some point. It may have come back around towards a better place or something like that. There seems to be a little bit of on and off, potentially, with the situation. But right now it's definitely on, at least for the energies. The energies are definitely up here between you and somebody, and you're feeling those energies in a good way. And I feel like you just want to stay there with those energies feeling that way, you know? Let's do the Hangman in your strength. You get the Hangman, the Empress, the Moon. Yeah, man, but it feels so good when you do achieve that place of just being, you know, with your energy, with how you feel, with this other energy, just being there with whatever energy they're sending back to you, you know. It feels amazing. It's almost like when you get to that place, it's like, I found the secret. And it's like, yeah, you did. You did. Just don't get upset if you kind of fall off of there, you know, from time to time. It's going to happen. You can't be in there forever, that's for sure, because the energy is going to shift anyway, so... You know, there is no forever for that energy. It's just going to shift. It's going to shift into something else, and it's okay if it does. Just try to keep up with being in the present and in the flow of how the energy shifts. And that's exactly what you're trying to do here from what you're showing me. For the lovers, you get the Sun, the Eight of Wands, the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, man, this feels good. It's in a good place. It seems. There's a little bit of like an unsettled energy on top of it all for some reason. And I don't know where that's coming from. I feel like it could be you trying to kind of navigate through this whole situation at times. And even though for the most part you're trying your best and you're doing your best and you're actually succeeding to keep yourself in the present moment with this, there's those times in which you kind of slip away from that. And I feel like that's where this unsteadiness is coming from. But for the most part, it looks and feels really, really nice. Let's do the Six of Pentacles. For the supportive energies, you get the Emperor, the Page of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, I can imagine you in here. Like, keep it steady, keep it cool. We're good here. We're keeping it balanced. We're good. You know? Like you're with whoever this is and they go to the restroom or something and you're like, we got this. We got this. Just by yourself in there, you know? Like I can almost imagine you there. Like, we're doing this. We're doing this, okay? We're doing this. When you feel the excitement coming, it's like, oh, take it down a notch, you know, almost like talking to yourself through the process or something. It's working. Let's do the 7 of Cups. In the hidden energies, you get the Magician, the 10 of Cups, the 9 of Wands. Yeah, it's on you. This unsteady kind of energy. It's coming from you. Because you got all sorts of good things here, and you're manifesting for things to not only work out, but keep on working out, right? And you got all sorts of options along the way to make that happen, or to at least contribute to that. But there are times in which you're recognizing that you're standing in your own way, you know? And that's why I love how you're kind of navigating through this, because you're observing those times. You're catching them as they happen. You're like, oh, got it. You know, it's almost like, oh, that's one. You know, I got one. Got a big one today, you know. So it's nice. It's nice because this is not only a lesson about standing still, but also a lesson of realizing how you're interfering sometimes with that with standing still, you know. Cool. Let's do the 2 of Swords. The leaf blowers have started because it's autumn, even though it's not, but it is. For the 2 of Swords, in your hopes and fears, you get the 8 of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, it's teaching you to come back to yourself, to come back to your center, you know, to aligning back to yourself there. This whole situation, no matter how complicated it gets. It's almost like a practice session for you or something. And you're doing great. You're acing this, for sure. You know? Let's do the 2, well, with the exceptions of sometimes getting upset with yourself there, but it happens. 2 of Pentacles in the potential outcome. You get the Ace of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles. Again, I like the steadiness, because even when you feel unsettled, and even when the energies start creeping up on you and feeling like, oh my god, I'm taking off who knows where in my mind and what's happening, you're able to catch it before it actually happens, and it drags you down through the mud. You know, you're like, up, got it. Okay, now we're keeping it grounded, keeping it steady. So you're becoming a pro at this, for sure. Handling yourself, catching yourself, as you sometimes have the tendency to take off, just like we all do, you know. Let's see what the universe has to close it off. The High Priestess, the 8 of Cups, the Devil. You have the tendency to shut down to your intuition, in the sense of you may be, how do I put this? You may be feeling that you are connected to your intuition throughout this whole process. And those times in which your mind is trying to take over, or something else is trying to kind of pull you away from that present moment, in those times that even if you're pulled away for this much, your intuition is not there. You're disconnected from your heart. Think of it as when you're in the present moment, you're plugged in, right? When something pulls you out of that, your plug is out. You know, you're unplugged for sure. So even if you come back to put that plug back in, for that time that you were out of that, you were unplugged. So in those times, you're kind of giving me a sense of thinking that your intuition is still present with you. It's not. Your source of power is not there anymore. You're unplugged. So it's not. When you're up here, or you're dealing with any kind of energy that feels a little, it doesn't feel good, and it doesn't feel balanced, you're unplugged. Your intuition is not there. And you have the tendency to sometimes, when you're unplugged, to say, no, my intuition is, it's guiding me towards who knows what. That's not your intuition. That's not your intuition. So don't mistake the intuition. The intuition can only be there when you're plugged in. basically, you know. Let's do the Sacred Spirit reading cards. Ascended Masters, create open communication. Ooh, number 2. All right. Throughout time, human beings have looked to spiritual teachers, gurus, and philosophers for guidance and wisdom in their everyday lives. Regardless of religious background or affiliation, people gravitate towards those who have achieved levels of ascension on the physical plane. Philosophers, ascended masters, spiritual gurus, and leaders enable those seeking wisdom or higher states of well-being and consciousness to connect to something bigger than themselves in this dimensional experience. While there are many ascended masters across the realm of ascension, they are still on differing levels of ascension. These inner plans assist those seeking wisdom, connecting to specific energies such as the light rays. It says in parentheses, see the 7 rays, pages 6, 5, and 6, which, if you want to check pages 5 and 6. When working with these frequencies or energies, be sure to always invoke or request the aspects that exist within 100% pure light frequencies. Ascended masters still exist with a dual polarity and still have specific purposes and functions relating to the earthly realm. Right now, you are required to connect to higher wisdom previously shared with a collective purpose. Daily rituals and routines are essential to establish stability through decision-making processes. Open your mind and vision to signs and symbols from the Ascended Master realm. Many masters are associated with animals and symbols. Pay attention to art and imagery that you may feel emotionally or strongly connected to now as you are being guided divinely. Be consciously aware that the masters are working behind the scenes in your life to achieve a greater outcome. Karmic planning and your unique energetic blueprint require certain learning experiences and events for you to grow and expand your soul and spirit into a new state of awareness. Shadow aspects, refusing to be open to new experiences or outcomes. Sacred crystal, hedonite or hydonite, I think it's hedonite. Angel assistance, Archangel Metatron, channeling higher wisdom. Affirmation, I'm a clear channel of divine knowledge. I share this wisdom with compassion and confidence. You are a beast, an ascended master beast. But that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time. Bye.